First off, if you're watching this as the video comes out, appreciate taking some time out of your day to watch it. Happy Thanksgiving. And I'm sure a lot of you are either currently eating turkey or have recently eaten turkey, or you're gonna eat turkey later on this evening, or maybe on, later on in the holidays. But if you haven't yet, and you have an extra one laying around, a lot of people like to deep fry their turkey, fill it with stuffing, put it in the oven, or whatever else, another way of cooking it. But I have a different idea of what to do with it. And if you follow the channel, I'm sure most of you probably already know what I'm talking about. But if not, let me launch this kayak out here on the Pacific Ocean and show you what I like to do with my turkey. So if you watched my last video, went out here and the ocean was raging, man. There was waves breaking all the way across this beach, but as you can tell right now, a lot more of what we like to see out here, which is nice, calm lane for me to head out right over here. Alright, so every year I do this, come out here and this turkey's frozen solid, and I tell myself, next year I need to buy it in advance so I can let it defrost in the fridge. Before I come out here, it'll be a lot easier to deal with. And every year, look at that. It's a nice little drumstick right there. Oh, we're not gonna eat this one. Some turkey wing. All right, first one going down. All right, one down, 3 more to go. All right, we're out a little bit deeper now. I mentioned last time, but I have one pot that I like to drop in shallow, and then 3 of my nets have longer ropes that I'll drop in a little bit deeper. So we're on to the deeper ones here. And last time I was out here, I dropped them kind of perpendicular to the coastline, so at different depths, 5, 10, 15, increments. But this time I'm gonna drop 3 parallel to the beach, because last time my deepest one did better by far than the other 2. So I'm gonna go 3 along that same depth line that deep one was at last time. So 2 down, 2 to go. All right, number 3, another turkey leg and turkey wing. And the 3rd and final one is just gonna get this whole inner core. It's got all the breast meat, the back, the giblets are in there. Yeah, I couldn't get it unfrozen, so this one's gonna be, we're getting serenaded by the local resident wildlife. Anyways, yeah, this one has a bag in this trap, so that's why I leave this one for the end. I can just throw everything that's left in here. If I can get it to fit, get in there. Cinch that down so it doesn't come out, and then tie it down. And as far as spacing goes, especially when there's no one out here like today, I don't see a single kayak, no boats. I like to space them out pretty good, at least a couple 100 feet, maybe 100 yards or so. And so we've done that here. Last one, going in. Sit back for another 30 or so minutes, and then we'll start pulling. So I decided, since I have some time to kill out here, I'd play a little game and try and come in and find that hoop net that I dropped without any use of the GPS. And this is why it's so critical to have that GPS. Is, man, this whole place looks similar and I don't see it anywhere. So, oh, you know what? It is over there. All right, well, today's a little bit of calmer day, so it's a little bit like cheating, but yeah, super important to mark everything on the GPS, especially offshore where there's no landmarks. It's really hard to get your bearings out here, so super important to mark all your spots if you want to come back and find your gear. So anyways, it's about 9:50 now. I think we're just going to start pulling them. Well, new development. I thought I had saw my trap over here, but unfortunately this is not mine, this is someone else's, and I don't see any other kayakers out here today. So I'm not sure if this is one that someone lost, but yeah, it's even got CF numbers on there, so this might be from a boat. I don't know. Anyways, regardless, if you left your trap out here and you know where I am, still out here, probably in about 40 feet of water. Which brings me back to my first point, is that it's super important to mark your spots. I don't know if that they happened to lose that one because they didn't do that, but back on my point is I still don't know where mine is without using the GPS. So yeah, super important. I'm tempted to pull that one up and see, you know, if it's just run out of gear or run out of bait, and in that case it's probably lost, but you know, I don't want to touch it just in case there's someone came out here when I didn't see them. I mean, I'm looking around now, I don't see anyone anywhere, but you know, it's possible someone came out and I just didn't see them. We'll pull up the GPS because I don't know where my gear is. Yeah, let's see, we're not even close. I thought this is the area, general area where I dropped mine, but mine is actually way in there. First net. Here we go. Not like the heaviest I've ever felt, but pretty heavy. Oh man, I lied. Okay, well, not an ideal outcome. Just a couple of rock crab. I really thought that one was heavier than that, but okay, so here's the plan. I'm gonna drop this one back down right here. I moved it a little bit just in case that happened to be a bad spot. Maybe it was next to a rock or something. But yeah, I'm gonna drop this one back down. The idea is just to do one round of this. So I'll pull those and then we can get this one on the way back in. Maybe there'll be a, you know, bonus crab or two in there. Not a great start, but I think those might do a little better. So let's go out and check the deeper ones. All right, moment of truth. First one was not good, but that was just the first one. We got 3 more. In general, I like this area better, but last time it was really hit or miss. So we'll see what happens this time around. This feels heavy. Okay, yeah, that's for sure. There's got to be some crab in there. Look at that. That one was on the outside. That's a keeper. And that's a keeper. A couple of good crab. Somehow this cage got opened though. Oh, that's not good. But that's right. 2 nice keepers. We'll take it really quickly. I'll show you how we measure these crab. These are both keepers though, for sure. Wow, these are lively crab. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that turkey getting them fired up, but definitely a lot livelier than they were last time. Got this crab gauge measuring the size of the shell. In California, they have to be 5 3/4. And in California, we can keep males and females, which I believe is different in the states to our northern borders. But these are both males. Hopefully we can catch a female before the day is over, but the way you can tell the difference is this piece right here. On the males, it's nice and skinny. On the females, it's what carries those eggs, or what holds the eggs, so it's nice and wide, and yeah, a lot wider than this. So anyways, these are males. In general, males are better eating anyways. They have bigger legs, bigger claws. Look at how lively that thing is. This one's even probably like 6 1/4. Oh, exactly the same. Nice. 2 keepers. That's a start. All right, number 2. We really just need one to have a good number. Like last time we got one with, I think there was like 9 keepers in one net. So really I just need to find one more like that and we'll be right on track. But so far, hit or miss. Hopefully this one's a hit. A couple in there. Look at that rock crab on the outside. Give you a closer look. That's a red rock crab right there. So I know these are rock crab, not the Dungeness that I was showing you before, but that's a female. You can see it's got a big wide apron down there. And these are good eating too, but we're gonna let these go. The Dungeness in my opinion, are superior. They definitely have more meat in those legs for the effort. So that's gonna be a nice keeper there. That's another rock crab. That's actually a yellow rock crab. A little bit different. We might keep this one. This is a nice male. Put it here for now. Another nice keeper dungy. It is missing one leg, but that's okay. Alright, so yeah, like I was saying, this is a yellow rock crab. I think there's red rock crab, yellow rock crab, and there might even be, I don't know, like a purple rock crab or something. I'm not really sure. There's a couple of different kinds, but all of them need to be 4 inches across the back in order to keep, and this one is well over that. It's probably, I'd have to say it's probably like 5.5 or so. Almost to the keeper Dungeness size even. Yeah, it's a nice crab. It's got a nice hard leg, so should have big meat, especially in those claws. You can see the rock crab have really big claws. You definitely don't want to get your finger caught in there. I personally have never done it, but I gotta think if you do, they gotta be close to like breaking bone type strength. But along with this one, we got 2 more nice keeper dungies. Not massive numbers, but also not terrible either. So we'll take it. So far, 4 keepers. I don't know if I'm getting weaker. These pots are getting heavier. Oh man, not good. Oh, more female rock crab. Those aren't good. Hey, you see this, all this stuff? We'll throw away that bag so we don't litter, but it's like the liver, heart, I don't know. I don't know what that is, but anyways, the seagulls will definitely eat it. This should be interesting. Oh, never mind. Those crabs are gonna have a feast down there. Anything in here will be a bonus. I think I'm just getting weaker. I'm gonna stop guessing if there's crab in here or not. Oh, loaded. Yeah, we're definitely closer to the rocks. Look at all those rock crab. So there's some rock crab, like, I think this is like a purple rock crab. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely a rock crab. You see it's got those big claws, but it's a little bit smoother, the shell. And then you got this one. This is probably the most common rock crab around here. This is a red rock crab. You can see it's a little bit rougher on around the shell. Alright, so we're going to throw the turkey. Going wild for that. Another turkey. And a crab. Somehow they know not to grab the crab. Well, I must admit, it wasn't the best crabbing day. I think in years past, I want to say, you know, at least in recent memory, all of the turkey videos that I've done have resulted in a good number of crabs. For whatever reason, today wasn't that day. I don't know why. Maybe it was the tide. Maybe it's just because we just got some rain yesterday. Maybe that pushed them off the bite or whatever. I don't really know. I feel like crabs, they just go around and eat whenever. You know, it's definitely dependent on the tide. The tide, you know, kind of dictates a lot of things out here. But other than that, I feel like crabs, if they smell a piece of meat, they're gonna come eat it. But I don't know, today wasn't that day. So, you know, it's always fun to get a limit, and it's nice to get rewarded for all your efforts. You know, crabbing out here, I feel like it's a lot of work. You know, you gotta haul the gear's heavy, do all that stuff. A lot more work than fishing. And fishing, I feel like, is more, you know, fun, relaxing, whatever. Crabbing is like, you know, we're just here to get crab. So it's always nice to get a limit, but regardless, we're going home with 5 nice keeper crab, and we'll be eating crab tonight. I always say my goal when I go out crabbing is to be eating crab later that night, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not gonna be able to eat 10 crab anyway, so really The only people that lose are friends and family when I don't catch a limit, because then I have less crab to give away to others. But you know, they got some on my last run, and I'm sure I'll be back out here to do some more crabbing before the season's over. So anyways, on that note, should be nice smooth ride in. Fingers crossed nothing crazy happens, but it's definitely a lot calmer than it was last time. Speaking of last time, if you want to see what a rough launch and landing is like, check out my last video. I'll leave it linked in the description. Yeah, that was a gnarly day out here, and the crabbing was good, but you know, it was a rough day for more reasons than one. Oh, and one last thing, thank you again for watching this video. Happy Thanksgiving if you're watching it as it comes out, and as a thank you to all of you that are watching it, you know, on schedule and watched it all the way to the end. I'll announce it to you first before, you know, opening it up to the real world, Instagram and everything else later on, probably tomorrow or next week or whenever. But I'm doing the only sale I do on merch the entire year. I want to put these beanies are gonna be half off. So it's getting a little colder out here. If you want to stay warm, get yourself a beanie. And then I also have hoodies that I don't have on now because it's not great for kayak fishing, I'll say, but for lounging around the house, hanging out, I love the hoodies. I love the design, I love the way they came out, and they're super comfortable and perfect for, you know, those cold winter afternoons, evenings, mornings, whatever it is. When you're at home, working from home or just hanging out, throw on a Dare Fishing beanie. So anyways, those will be on sale. These beanies are gonna be half off, and I still have everything else, you know, rod sleeves, buffs, got these buffs here, as well as a bunch of other stuff. And once again, all the merch listed on my website, you'll see the sales on there. So check it out if you're interested. Thank you all for watching, and once again, before you eat that turkey, maybe think twice. You might be able to trade it for a few of these nice, tasty Dungeness crabs. So thank you all for watching. Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays. We'll see you on the next one.